got to get really going on these big trebles.
86.
Yes, there was one leg in this match where Anderson kicked off 180, 140, thought he was going to win it, and Taylor hit very, very hard indeed. 18 three-figure scores to the power, 16 to Anderson. It's in the doubles where you see the difference and why Taylor has such a healthy lead.
140.
Love their darts here in Scousland. Jimmy McGovern here. And talk has been of the Kenny brothers. Great Kevin
46.
Kenny. And of course the one and only Albie Brown, who won the singles on a crutch.
Yes, well, we talk about breaking legs, but that was taking it a bit too far, Sid, wasn't it? Yes, good old Albie, and the great and late Peter Masson, one of the great Scottish players as well. All from this neck of the woods.
Anderson should be at the double first.
140. Gary require 145.
Well, it would be the greatest comeback since Lazarus if he could get a point here at 7-7.
I should think so. I should think he would overtake Lazarus. 105 in with a shout on his own throw.
137. Gary require 145.
All dressed up for the weekend party that starts here in Liverpool. One stops to cut the deficit. Slightly rushing the dart.
10 legs filled the field first.
That is not nerves, that's concentration.
2 legs for Anderson, 1 for each cathedral in this famous old city. And can he now add to it? That's the thing. Big dart this, really, if Taylor doesn't get a treble, and he does. But even so, a ton 80 or a ton 40, and Anderson can get back into the match in a small way.
96.
John Gwynn talking about bishoprics instead of boogies. Love his analogy. Taylor in the zone, perfect bit of the lipstick. Too high.
137.
Yes, 137, Taylor hits hard, and Anderson knows that perhaps the end is nigh.
80.
That last treble just about keeps him in touch. Could be the last leg of this match. I don't think anybody would have forecast 7-2, and I reiterate, guilty of repetition, I know.
95.
Early missed doubles from this man Anderson. Only had rare opportunities, but those are the ones you have to take.
134.
Alright, we'll do a jungle. That's what Harrington keeps saying. Layup. Like Tiger to 10 feet away from the pin.
93.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's been a 90s leg this, hasn't it? Some good last darts making up the score into the 90s in the main.
137.
Needed that. Not out of it, Anderson, but Taylor should finish it off here, Sid.
Yeah, with 2 darts. Double 11 for the match.
57.
Well, how often do you see that?
54.
Now, Anderson, anything but deadly on the doubles. Stays alive in the match, makes it 3, gets a break back, and now throwing first. Take it leg by leg.
Or foot by foot, as Mao Zedong once said on a quiet night.
82.
The 10,000 mile march starts with a double. Or something like that.
I think you're right, me old China.
If this is only 60, doors open.
100.
Oh, lovely last dart, wasn't it? The meat in the sandwich. Tasty too.
100.
Well, they ain't quite John Lennon and the lads, but the crowd giving it big musical licks for Taylor. It's about his worst average for 8 weeks, that.
60.
It's had 104s and 107s. It's like he did no hit when he lost 3 games in 4 weeks, Taylor. then blitz the field.
100.
Yeah, it's just below his tournament average, 102.3, so pretty consistent, isn't he? Tournament average of 102 plus.
100.
Magic.
Held, come on the Beatles, he's a real somewhere man. Throwing with his tungsten plan.
82.
Loving it. Worth getting dollied up for. Lost the line there.
Wish I could say, isn't he a bit
95.
like you and me?
Gary Ball, 137.
He's a one-off, all right. Here's Taylor.
Shot involved the starter on the 60, nowhere near the 60. For the match, John.
Yeah,
Gary
for the
Ball,
match.
146.
1-4-6 checkout. No. Will he be back, or is Anderson going to add another leg
80.
to his tally?
Gary Ball, 78.
Fat 20. Oh, missed the big 20.
Gary Ball, 66.
Well, then leaves himself double one, even if Taylor does allow him back. But Taylor's going to finish in style, Sid.
Double it. Slide given. King Kong. The key to the banana cupboard. Did never reach the massive standard of 110 averages. Taylor hammers the Scot, who retains second position. Coming up